So today I'm going to be talking to you about the app called the Kansas College and Career Ready Standards. It's a free app. I found it in the iTunes Store, but it's also available in the Google Play Store as well. It's an app that holds all the Kansas standards from grades K through 12. And it's also available in many different languages, English, Danish, French, traditional and simplified Chinese, and Spanish as well. This can be a great tool, not only for us as future teachers, but also for our future students and their parents. You can point parents and students to this app to show them the benchmarks that their child is learning, as well as give parents some ideas of what they might want to review at home. Also, a lot of times as teachers, there's great ideas or activities out there, but we're not sure what standard it connects to. And so this app has some really great features that makes finding standards a breeze. So let's go ahead and get into the contents of the app. So as you can see here, when you first pull up the app, it's on this first tab called Standards. And you'll see the four tabs under it, and that say mathematics, language arts, history/social studies, and science. And so let's go ahead and click on the mathematics tab. And when you first open it, you'll see the search standards bar, and we'll talk about that in a minute, but you'll see kindergarten through, once it gets to 8th grade, it just says high school, but these will obviously be the standards for 9th through 12th graders. So again, it covers that K through 12 spanned, and you'll see all the standards there. So if you do already know the standard, or you know what grade the standard applies to, you can just click kindergarten, and then you can kind of scroll through and see what standards like you might need to teach throughout the year as a kindergarten teacher. You can see that here. Same thing with all the grades. 2nd grade, same thing. If you have a great idea, but you're not sure what grade it goes along with, you can just type it into the search standards bar. So you can type in, like, for example, rounding. So just type in rounding and click search, and you'll see it came up with two options here. One of them is for 3rd grade, as you can see here, and then another one is for 4th grade. So then now, just like that, you have a standard for any activity that you might already have. So, yep, same thing with all the different subjects, search standards. So if I wanted to search like a standard that has to do with knowing the setting, if I just type in setting and search, it shows you all these different standards that have to do with the setting, and then you can see by the number what grade that it corresponds with. And this little back arrow here just gets you back to all the subjects that are available. Something also that you'll see in the history tab is benchmarks. This is a great thing to show your parents so that they can kind of see how their child is progressing throughout the year. And your parents can download this app on their own at home. This would also be something great for parents to have if they have a student who maybe needs to be exposed to the content before it's taught in the classroom. And so parents can look at this app and kind of go through and talk with their student at home before they come to school the next day about what they might be learning. That could be a great tool. So you'll also see the search standards bar right here just on the main screen when you first look up. If you're not sure if your standard, like what subject your standard would fall under, you can just do an overall search here and look through, and it'll give you standards based on the words that you use to search. So this standards tab here, as you can see, there's two standards and then mastery content. The standards tab here is really the main thing of this app. It's where you're going to get the most use out of it. However, there is another tab, and it's called mastery content. And actually, I've already done it, but over here where it says, thanks, someone will be in touch with you soon, right there, it'll give you a prompt to like put in your email address, phone number, etc. And it'll go ahead and send you a link to a website that will just give you some more hands-on tools. It'll give you some ideas for formative and summative assessments, benchmarks, some curriculum planning ideas and stuff like that. As you can kind of see here, these videos are just some examples of that you'll get in that email from Mastery Content. So that's just another great tool that you can use as a teacher, and all of those things will align with the Kansas standards as well. So that's kind of an overview of the Kansas College and Career Ready standards. That's all I have.